Hey everybody, it's Miss Carter here with another video. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how to navigate Edmodo. First thing we're going to learn to do is to recognize all the symbols on our home page. This is the home page. And this little house right here is your home button. So if ever you want to come back to the home page, that is what you'll click on. On the home page, you can see your name, your profile picture, which I'll show you how to set that up in a moment. You see the names of all the groups you're in on Edmodo. Right now, this is a student view. I'm only in Dr. Boyd, who is no longer the math teacher, unfortunately, but I'm only in this class. I can see the latest posts. This lets me know what has recently been added to this page. I can see the apps launcher, the calendar or planner, and Edmodo snapshot. Now I'll be going into all of that later. I can also see my progress key to check my grades that have been posted on Edmodo. My backpack, which is like a digital cloud to where I can store files, websites, and any information from computer to computer. And I can also see my notifications. That lets me know if I have any new posts, assignments, or anything coming up. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to type a note on Edmodo. There may be times where you need to send a note directly to your teacher, or you may want to send a note to the whole class, as long as it's school related. So let's say I forgot what we had for homework tonight and I want to ask Miss Carter. I'll go ahead and click my note in. Excuse me. Now, to send a note, you have to decide who you're going to send it to. You can either type here, just click on the drop-down menu. If I click here, I'm sending this to the whole class. If I click by Mrs. Carter's name, though, I'm going to send it directly to Miss Carter. And once that's done, I'll press send. Now, whenever you see me to Mrs. Carter, that means it went directly to me and only me as your teacher. No one else can see that. Say I wanted to send Mrs. Carter a file that I was working on. Now, to send an actual document that's already on my computer, I'll click on this little thing. It looks like a piece of paper, but it says file. You'll click on that and go into your documents and select a document. So for my computer, I have to go to my desktop, then I have to go to my libraries, then my documents. This is what I want. And let's just say I added this document. Now over here it's letting me know that it's uploading, and until this is completely blue and says upload completed, it's not attached. So now it is attached to this file and I can send it to Miss Carter. Say I wanted to send her a link to a particular video. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and get this link from YouTube. What I would do, I would highlight the link. You could do that by highlighting it with your mouse, doing a right click and copy, or you can press Control-C. Then I go back to Edmodo, click on link, and it says attach link. Well, I'm going to paste the link and then click on title of web page, and it will put in the title for me, and then I click on attach. Say I wanted to attach something out of my backpack. Well, since we haven't gotten the backpack yet, I'll show you that later, but right now I've attached a Word document and I've attached a link to a video. Then I'm going to click on send, and there we go. Now the video is embedded, which means it's inside my note, and the document is here as well for her to view. So that is how you send notes. Next thing we're going to go through is the progress button. When you have grades, you'll be able to see what your progress is. So you'll click on progress, click on the class you want to see the grades for or your progress for, and that will take you to your progress page. On this page, I can see how many posts I've made, I can see how many groups I'm in, and how many badges I've received. I'll tell you about badges later. So, on this page as well, I can see there is an assignment, questions about 6th grade. I can see that I haven't turned that in yet, so that's something I need to do. Once I get a grade, it'll show up here. I can also see my classmates. I can see my teacher. So that is the progress page. I can also see any activity I've done. So I can see the post I've made. I made 2 posts to Mrs. Carter. Next thing I'm going to show you is the backpack. So say I'm somewhere where I cannot access a flash drive, but I want to save a file, or I want to save a link to a particular website. So you can add links and files so you can access them from anywhere. You click on Add to Backpack. Say I want to upload a file. It do the exact same thing I did with the note. I click on the file and it's uploading. Once it says upload complete, I click on Add. And that item is now in my backpack. Now, you will notice up here it says filter by. I can filter all the items in my backpack by Word documents and files, or I can filter it by links to websites that I have added. Also, I can adjust the view. Since I only have one item here, it's really not going to work too well, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So that's been added. I also have folders. If I want to separate the items in my backpack into different folders, I can do that. So that can be favorites. Say I want to label one writing links, and these are links I found that'll help me with my writing. I can add them in there. So you would click on your folder and put in files straight into that folder. And there you go. Upload files. We did that, and we're going to add it in. So now in my writing links folder, I have this particular document. Google Drive. You will be setting up a Gmail account if you have not done so already. So I will go into Google Drive later, because that is how we're going to set up our documents that we work on through Google Drive are also going to be connected to Edmodo. So for right now, don't worry about Google Drive. I'll do another video on that one later. Next thing we want to do is look at the notifications. Right now I don't have any, but say I did. The best thing to do is to click on View Categories, and it'll show you the different notifications you'll have. For this particular one, I have one assignment due, and that assignment is questions about 6th grade. I can see that it's due on August the 13th, and I can see that Ms. Carter assigned it on July the 30th. So I do want to go ahead and turn this in this assignment. So this is how you turn in assignments. Click on Turn In. Now I can see the questions. It says, what are 2 questions you still have about how the 6th grade worked? Click on Turn It In and type your questions. Once you're finished, click on Submit. So, how will the schedule work? A lot of you asked me that. And a lot of you asked, will this be fun? Now, what do you think of this assignment? I do ask that when you do these assignments, let me know your honest reaction. If it was tough, if I didn't go over it, I need to know that. If you needed more time, if it was boring, if you needed help on it, if you lost interest, or maybe it was awesome and you liked it. This helps me to know what you're thinking, and it helps me to plan. So please just click on whatever you want And now, say I wanted to add a file. Again, you add files this way. You add links, and you can add anything from your backpack by clicking on this. So since we now have something in our backpack, let's click on it. Well, I have two things there. I'm going to go ahead and add this. Click on that.